plus. In Java we initialize the array by using the new operator, or we allocate the array using the new operator, or through the direct initialization. So this is the example of declaring the arrays. So first two lines or first two statements here, they are one and the same. The first statement is int square bracket marks is similar to the int marks square bracket. Both the statement, वो दोनों statement क्या कर रहे हैं? They are declaring an array, integer array of name marks. मतलब this is also declaring an integer array of marks, and marks is assigned to the special value called as null before allocation. यहाँ पर क्या है? I have not allocated a memory. I have just declared the array. ठीक है, आफ्टर एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ दिस स्टेटमेंट आई वोंट गेट द मेमोरी until and unless I initialize the array. जब तक मैं अरे को इनिशियलाइज नहीं करता हूँ तब तक आई वोंट गेट दी मेमोरी. तो जब दिस आफ्टर एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ दिस स्टेटमेंट द मार्क्स विल बी इनिशियलाइज टू वैल्यू नल. नल मीन्स व्हाट? नथिंग. ओके, सो फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज सिमिलर टू द सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट क्या है? int marks and then square bracket. So either you can initialize or declare the array with the first statement or the second statement. Both statements are one and the same. आपके convenience के according you can declare the array. Okay, so next line is initializing it or allocating the memory to the particular array. So यहाँ पर क्या है? नेम ऑफ द अरे. सो मार्क्स इज इक्वल टू न्यू इंट ऑफ 5. सो व्हाट इट विल डू इज इट विल अलोकेट द 5 एलिमेंट्स वाया द न्यू ऑपरेटर. ठीक है, सो यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है? आई हैव यूज्ड द न्यू ऑपरेटर. न्यू इज अ ऑपरेटर इन जावा विच इज यूज्ड फॉर डायनेमिक मेमोरी अलोकेशन. ओके, सो this is the way to initialize or to declare and initialize the array in Java, which is definitely different from C and C++. Okay, so Java के अंदर अगर आपको array initialize और declare करना है तो first way क्या? there are two ways to declare the array. One way is you write the data type and square bracket and then name of the array. और सेकेंड वे इज यू राइट द डेटा टाइप, नेम ऑफ द अरे एंड स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट. ये दोनों स्टेटमेंट का मीनिंग एक ही है. यू कैन यूज आइदर ऑफ द स्टेटमेंट्स. ओके, कोई भी एक स्टेटमेंट आप यूज कर सकते हो. बोथ द स्टेटमेंट्स आर करेक्ट. नेक्स्ट लाइन क्या है? मार्क्स इज इक्वल टू न्यू इंट ऑफ 5. ओके, सो मार्क्स क्या है? मार्क्स इज द नेम ऑफ द अरे दैट इज बीइंग डिक्लेयर्ड हियर. ओके, सो मार्क्स इज इक्वल टू न्यू. New is an operator which allocates particular memory, okay, to this array. How much memory is allocated? The memory of 5 integers. Okay, so this is how we get the memory. So ये statement क्या कर रहा है? This statement is allocating the 5 elements via new operator. Okay, 5 elements की जगह हम ऐसा भी बोल सकते हो, दिस स्टेटमेंट allocates the 5 integers via the new operator. Okay, so now next line is what? Next line declares the 20 element array in one statement via new operator. So either you can write like this, int square bracket marks, and then in the next line marks is equal to new int of 5. So what it will do is it will allocate the 5 integers space or 5 integers via new operator to the marks array. Okay, and this line int square bracket factors is equal to new int of 20. ये क्या कर रहा है? This line is initializing or allocating the 20 integer elements to the array factors. Okay, using the new operator. Okay, next line is not using the new operator but इट इज डायरेक्टली इनिशियलाइजिंग द अरे। यहाँ पर मैंने इनिशियलाइज किया क्या? यहाँ पर मैंने इनिशियलाइज नहीं किया, आई हैव जस्ट अलोकेटेड द मेमोरी। द फर्स्ट टू लाइन्स आर द डिक्लेरेशन, नेक्स्ट थर्ड लाइन इज द allocation, fourth line is also the allocation, fifth line is the initialization. Okay, so this is how you can initialize the array without even using or having to use the new operator. If you know the elements in the array, you can directly initialize it like this. Okay, C or C++ maybe आप similarly आप using curly bracket you were using. Okay, so when the array is constructed via new operator, or the elements initialized to their default value, example 0 for integer, 0.0 for double, false for boolean and null for objects. Okay, which is not the way C and C++ deal with the array. They won't initialize the array contents. Okay, so when the array is declared but not allocated, it has a special value called as null. So these 2 points are to be noted. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes sir.
Okay, यहाँ तक क्लियर है आप लोगों को? यहाँ तक क्लियर है, राइट? सो अरे क्या है? अरे क्या है? इट इज an ordered collection of homogeneous data items. Okay, it is an ordered collection of the homogeneous data items which are stored in contiguous memory locations. Okay, how to initialize or how to declare the array? How to declare the array? I can declare the array by using type this is one way. Okay, or I can declare it using okay. So if I want to give the example, okay, so if I want to give the example इसका एग्जाम्पल क्या रहेगा? int marks एंड इसका एग्जाम्पल क्या रहेगा? Okay, so these two are equivalent. Okay, so the one and two are equivalent. मतलब you can use either this type of syntax or this type of syntax for declaration of the arrays. Okay, now allocation. How can I allocate? I can allocate the array by what? Is equal to new example marks is equal to new. What is the data type of this marks array? Anyone? What is the data type of marks array? What should I write here? Marks is equal to new what?
Int.
New int. Okay, and let us say I want to store the data of 50 students. So what should I write in the square brackets? I should write 50. Am I correct? So what it does, it allocates 50 elements to marks array using new operator. Okay, or I can say that for example I want to allocate only 5 elements, so I can write here 5. Okay, this is one way. Other way is initializing the array. Okay, so how to initializing the array? For initializing the array, what can I do is marks is equal to, I can directly initialize it. Let us say first student got 60 out of 70, second student got 65, third student got 40, then another student got 25, another student got 38. So this is how I can initialize the array. Okay, one more point to be noted is array index starts with the 0. Like in C and C++, the array index zero. Okay, there is a special associated variable, or I can say member of array, that is length. Okay, so if I call marks dot length, what it will give? It will return me the, it will return what? Will return the size of marks array. यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको? यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so shall we see the demonstration on array now? So array index, this I did not show you. So this C, you can refer an element of an array via the index, or I can also call it as a subscript. okay, which is enclosed within the square bracket. So Java's array index begins with the 0. For example, let us say that marks is an int array of 5 elements. Then the 5 elements are marks of 0, marks of 1, marks of 2, 3 and 4. Okay, marks of 5 क्यों नहीं रहेगा? Because marks of 5 represents the 6th element, which actually is not which actually is not allowed in Java. Why? Because Java checks for the bounds. Okay, so अगर आपने अरे 5 एलिमेंट्स का डिक्लेयर किया है, you can't accommodate the 6th element. Okay, so here in the first statement I am doing what? I am declaring and allocating the 5 element integer array and naming it as a marks. So देखिए यहाँ पर फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट क्या है? int स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट marks is equal to new int and in square bracket I have written the size. Okay, in the next 4-5 lines I am initializing or assigning the values to the different indexes. Okay, array indexes. So marks of 0 is 95. Yeah, I guess you already know in C++ also we initialize or we access the array elements using the index like this only. So I hope you already know this thing. Okay, so I won't explain you this part now. In order to retrieve the element, let us say I want to retrieve the first element or the element which is having the index 0. So I can directly print it by marks of 0. If I want to add the array elements having the index 3 and 4, I can do the arithmetic also. So everything is possible. Okay, so shall we see the example now? Shall we see the example? Am I audible?
Yes sir.
Okay. सब लोग सुन रहे हैं या मतलब लेक्चर चालू करके इधर उधर घूमते हो आप लोग?
सुन रहे हैं सर।
सुन रहे हैं ना? ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि लेक्चर चल रहा है, फोन बाजू में पड़ा है, म्यूट करके वीडियो ऑफ करके इधर उधर जा रहे हो? ऐसा तो नहीं हो रहा है ना?
नहीं सर।
Good. So I hope that you are listening to me and so this concept also I have covered, array length. So there is a special associated member with the array named as the length. Okay, so I can get the length of the array in advance by calling it. So let us say factors नाम का एक array है जिसकी 5 size है. So if I want to get the length of this particular array, I can always call the length. I can always get it by calling it over the dot operator. Okay, means name of the array dot length. So it will return the length of the array. So if I visualize any array, if it is initialized and it has got the memory location, it has allocated the memory location. So let us say the array size is n, so it has got the n elements, so the index will start from 0. Okay, so this first element is having the index 0, second is having 1 and so on up to n minus 1 indexes will be there. So the total count of the elements is n. Okay, so if at all I call it the array name dot length, I will get n value. Okay, so array को अगर मुझे लूप में यूज करना है तो I can actually use it by using the array name dot length variable, जैसे कि यहाँ पर यूज किया है. देखिए मार्क्स अरे मैंने डिक्लेयर किया एंड फॉर लूप में आई एम गोइंग फ्रॉम 0 टू मार्क्स डॉट लेंथ. I can write it directly as many elements as there. So how many elements are there in this example? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I would have written 7 here directly, but to make the program more dynamic, or I can say to make the program more readable, मैं यहाँ पर क्या कर रहा हूँ, marks dot length यूज कर रहा हूँ. I can use directly the length also, but I have this construct, so I can use it. So marks dot length will directly substitute the value of the length of this particular marks array. यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको? यहाँ तक क्लियर है? So
Yes, sir.
so let's see the simple Java program to demonstrate the use of arrays. Okay, so just wait. So let's write a program arraydemo.java. ये इसमें हम क्या करेंगे, we will declare one array, initialize it with some values and do some operation. Okay, this is just for demonstration purpose. Okay, so first line क्या रहनी चाहिए? Anyone? First line is see, Java, writing a Java program is nothing but writing the different classes. Okay, because class is a basic construct in Java. Okay, so every Java program should have a class. Okay, you can't write a Java program without class. So first thing is to create a class. So let us what should be the name of the class? Anyone? क्लास का नाम क्या रहना चाहिए? मैंने फाइल का नाम क्या दिया है? फाइल का नाम क्या है? arraydemo.java. ओके, सो क्लास का नाम क्या रहना चाहिए? सेम arraydemo dot class arraydemo. Okay, so in this I have to write the logic of my program. So first thing is I should declare the main method. So how should I declare? By public
static void
main string args. Okay, so if you can observe, this args is also the array है ना, स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट में यूज हुआ है ना. सो लुकिंग एट दिस आई कैन कंक्लूड दैट दिस args इज ऑल्सो द अरे ऑफ व्हाट? args किसका अरे है बताइए?
आर्गुमेंट्स.
args इज द अरे ऑफ स्ट्रिंग्स. द आर्ग्यूमेंट्स और कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट्स आर स्टोर्ड एज अ कलेक्शन ऑफ द स्ट्रिंग. ओके, उनका डेटा टाइप क्या है? स्ट्रिंग. String class is the data type of all the command line arguments that are being passed to my program. Okay, so let us say I want to declare the array of marks which stores the marks of 5 students, let us say. Okay, so one way is, just wait. So one way is I can declare it by int marks is equal to new int of 5. Okay, so what it does, it allocates 5 elements to marks using new operator. Okay, so next line, let us say I want to initialize my array. So how can I initialize? By marks is equal to marks is equal to, let us say first student got 60 marks, second got 65, third student got 55, next student got 63, another student got 58 marks. Okay, now this is what the declaration or initialization. Okay, so this is how I have initialized. Now how can I access? I can access it using the for loop also. So how to access it using the for loop? By calling for int I is equal to 0, I less than marks dot length I plus plus. Okay, so what I can do is I can calculate the average of marks obtained by the students. So for that I should initialize one variable, sum is equal to 0, okay, another is double average. Okay, so now sum is equal to sum plus marks of I. Okay, after calculation of sum, what I will do is I will calculate the average. So average is equal to sum divided by, what should be the formula? Sum divided by 5.0. Okay, so here I can print the result. B समझ में आ रहा है ना सबको? इज द स्क्रीन विजिबल? स्क्रीन विजिबल है सबको?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
ओके, सो यहाँ पर मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, आई एम राइटिंग अ सिंपल प्रोग्राम. इन दिस प्रोग्राम मुझे क्या करना है, आई एम डायरेक्टली इनिशियलाइजिंग द मार्क्स ऑफ 5 डिफरेंट स्टूडेंट्स इन द टर्म एंड एग्जाम. ओके, एंड आई वांट टू कैलकुलेट द एवरेज ऑफ मार्क्स that is being obtained by the students of the particular class. So for example, I want to calculate the performance of the students in particular subject. तो मैं क्या करूँगा, टर्म एंड एग्ज़ाम के मार्क्स जो स्टूडेंट्स को मिले हैं, लेटेस्ट से मेरी क्लास में 5 स्टूडेंट्स है, तो आई एम accommodating the students marks in one array. Okay, assuming that all the marks are whole numbers, means they are of the integer data type. So I am initializing it by firstly मैंने क्या किया, first I have allocated the 5 integer array to the marks array by using the new operator. After allocation I have initialized. Okay, after initialization I have used the for loop for traversing through the array. Okay, all of us we already have studied how to traverse through the array data structure. I can traverse it by using the for loop linearly. Why? Because array elements are orderly placed in a sequential manner, or sequential memory locations, or contiguous memory location. So I can actually traverse through the array by बाय इंडेक्सिंग, सिंपली इंडेक्सिंग। और मुझे ये भी पता है कि अरे इंडेक्सिंग स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम द ज़ीरो, फ्रॉम ज़ीरो टू द अरे लेंथ -1 इज द इंडेक्स of the array elements. So this 60 is at index 0, 65 is at 1, 55 is at 2, 63 is at 3, 58 is at 4. So from 0 to 5 minus 1, that is 0 to 4, the array elements are being stored in the marks array. Okay, so मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, एक एक एलिमेंट को ले रहा हूँ एंड उसे ऐड करते जा रहा हूँ, बिकॉज मुझे एवरेज निकालना है। एवरेज का फॉर्मूला क्या है, सम ऑफ ऑल द एलिमेंट्स डिवाइडेड बाय टोटल नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स। सो दिस पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन लाइन नंबर 9 टू लाइन नंबर 12 इज कैलकुलेटिंग व्हाट, इट इज कैलकुलेटिंग द सम। ओके, इट इज कैलकुलेटिंग द सम। जस्ट वेट, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So line number 9 to line number 12 is the logic for calculating the sum of the elements in the array. Okay, so here I have calculated the sum. Now I have declared the average, double average. Okay, so in this I will store the average of marks. Okay, so average का formula we know, whatever the sum is there divided by the total number of array elements. So total number size क्या है, I know it is 5. So average is equal to sum divided by 5.0. Why 5.0? Because I want to store the double value, because I can get the average in decimal form also. So integer by integer is again integer, but I want the result in floating point or as a real number. So to convert it or to typecast it internally or implicitly, I am directly dividing it by 5.0. So ये क्या करेगा, it will implicitly typecast the integer into the double. Okay, typecasting is there, you have already learned that. Okay, so ये क्या करेगा, जो भी आपका रिजल्ट है उसे डबल में कन्वर्ट करके एवरेज में स्टोर करेगा। नेक्स्ट लाइन जो है हमारी 14th लाइन, व्हाट इट इज़ डूइंग, इट इज़ डिस्प्लेइंग द रिजल्ट ऑन द स्क्रीन। व्हाट इट इज़ डिस्प्लेइंग, इट इज़ डिस्प्लेइंग द मैसेज द एवरेज मार्क्स ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स इज, एंड देन हियर माई स्ट्रिंग इज completed, and then there is a plus operator. This plus operator, what it does, it concatenates two strings. Okay, so string number 1 कहाँ से कहाँ तक है, first double quote to second double quote. So this is my string number 1. Okay, this string is concatenated with avg. avg is the variable which stores the average of marks. Okay, it is converted into the string and it is concatenated with my first string. So result क्या आएगा मेरा, मेरे आउटपुट स्क्रीन पे मुझे क्या दिखेगा, जो भी इसका एवरेज है वो यहाँ पर दिखेगा. सो द एवरेज मार्क्स. हाँ बोलिए
सर. स्क्रीन इज नॉट विजिबल.
स्क्रीन नॉट विजिबल, जस्ट वेट. कितनी देर से नहीं थी विजिबल? नाउ इज इट विजिबल?
सर विजिबल ही थी.
अभी विजिबल है?
हाँ सर विजिबल ही थी.
अभी दिख रही है ना सबको?
यस सर.
सो यहाँ पर सो आई विल रन दिस प्रोग्राम. ये समझ में आया ना? वेरी सिंपल प्रोग्राम है. आई थिंक आप सबको समझ में आना ही चाहिए प्रोग्राम. वेरी बेसिक प्रोग्राम ऑन दी अरेज. ये आपका ऑलरेडी सी में, C++ में हो चुका है ये लॉजिक. सो लॉजिक कुछ नया नहीं है. समझ में आया ना? प्रोग्राम समझ में आया ना?
यस सर.
सो अलग कुछ भी नहीं है C++ से. बस आपने क्या किया, एक क्लास डिक्लेयर किया. जावा के अंदर जो भी आप करते हो एवरीथिंग शुड बी इन द क्लास. Java, writing Java program, you can call it or you can assume that if I am writing a Java program means what, I am writing different classes, that's it. So मुझे क्या करना है, अलग अलग क्लासेस में चीज़ें लिखना है. The class accommodates members, data members and member functions. Okay, so here there is a single method, that is main method. Okay, so in this main method I have different members, data members. Okay, so the first data member is the array marks, which stores the 5 integers. The another data members are sum and the average. Okay, so the sum stores the sum of the numbers, and the average stores the whatever average I have calculated. Okay, so let's run the program and so anyone, can you tell the command to run the program? Java C space
Java C.
Name of the program. What is the name of the program? Array demo, right? Array demo dot Java. Where is the program? Array demo. प्रोग्राम का नाम क्या है? Array demo ही है ना?
हाँ सर.
Okay, let me see. So array demo dot Java. So here I am, just wait. I actually mixed two things, that's why I got the errors. I can directly initialize, allocates and initializes. Okay, so Java C, just wait. Java C array demo dot Java. Okay, so here if you see the new file, that is array demo dot class, is generated. Okay, so now next step is running the program. So for running, what is the command? Java space array demo. Okay, so if you see the average of the class, or the average marks obtained by the class of 5 students is 60.2 out of 70. Okay, so this is how I can write a simple Java program to demonstrate the use of the arrays. यहाँ तक clear है सबको? Okay?
Yes sir.
So मेरा mistake कहाँ हुआ था? ध्यान में आया आप लोगों के? What I did was I allocated the memory, and again I tried to overwrite, or I can say I again tried to initialize all the elements at a time. So if I use the new operator, so in the next program I will try to use the new operator and then work on that. Okay, so let us say I will declare another array, and I will just print the values. Okay, assign the values, and I will just print the values. Okay, using the new operator. If I want to initialize the array. So let us say int test is equal to new int of, let us say 10. Okay, then what I will do is for int j is equal to 0, j less than test dot length j प्लस प्लस. मैं यहाँ पर क्या करता हूँ, एलिमेंट बाय एलिमेंट इनिशियलाइज करता हूँ. ठीक है, सो लेट अस से टेस्ट ऑफ आई इज इक्वल टू j, सॉरी टेस्ट ऑफ j इज इक्वल टू j. ओके, and then I will print the value also. So test of j. okay, so यहाँ पर कोई बता पाएगा मुझे यहाँ पर what I am doing? I just initialize and allocated the 10 integer elements to the array test, and here in this statement I am just initializing the jth index with the value j. मतलब फर्स्ट इंडेक्स को 0, सेकेंड इंडेक्स को 1, थर्ड इंडेक्स को 2, sorry 1 and so on I will do, and then I will just print the values. So let's see the output. Okay, just wait, I have not saved the program. ओके, सो मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है सबको? Am I audible? Okay,
Yes, sir.
so in this program I have first used the way of directly initializing the array and using it. So how to initialize directly? By using the curly brackets. This is the way we used to do in C++ also, right? आप लोगों ने C++ में भी array initialize इस तरह से किए हैं, किए कि नहीं किए? किए है ना? Direct initialization in curly brackets. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The second way is this, using the new operator. Okay. So in new operator I can actually dynamically allocate a memory, and once the memory is allocated, after that I can initialize them one by one. Okay, so यहाँ पर क्या है, all the elements are initialized at a time. Here I am initializing the elements one by one. Now let us say I am not initializing it with any value. Okay, so I will make it as a comment, and let's see what is the value which is stored by default in the integer array if I simply allocate a memory. ठीक है, तो I am not initializing anything. So let us see what is the default value that is there in the array. Okay, so just wait. So let me recompile the code. So what should be the output? Anyone? आउटपुट क्या आना चाहिए? इसका आउटपुट क्या आना चाहिए? एनीवन? Am I audible? Am I audible or not? So what should be the output? All elements should be 0. Okay. Okay, the output should be all elements should be 0. Why? Because we already know that the default value that the array stores is 0. We have discussed here, right? So if the array is not initialized, so all the elements are initialized to their default value, example 0. So when the array is constructed via new operator, all the elements are initialized to their default value, that is 0. Okay, so let's see. So if you can observe, the elements are all elements are 0. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर मैंने कुछ इनिशियलाइजेशन दिया ही नहीं, डायरेक्टली क्या किया, अरे को अलोकेट किया मेमोरी स्पेस और उसके अंदर की वैल्यू को आई ट्राइड टू प्रिंट. सो इट प्रिंटेड व्हाट, इट प्रिंटेड ऑल 0. सो इससे हमें ये समझ में आता है कि ऑल द अरेज, if they are allocated a memory, they store the default value for integer as 0, for double as 0.0. Okay, any doubt so far? Any doubt so far? Any doubt? Okay, so let's see how to deal with the command line arguments now. Okay, so यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको? यहाँ तक क्लियर है, राइट? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So let's see how to deal with the command line arguments. So we all know that in Java there is a main method named as public static void main. Okay, public static void main. This method has one argument. What argument it is? String. It is a string array, string args. Okay, now this args stores the command line arguments as collection of strings. Okay, collection of strings means what? Collection of string array, or we can say as a string array. So args is basically a string array. So जो भी arguments हम command line देते हैं, all these arguments are stored in args. Okay, so basically let us say that I write a Java program named as hello.java. Okay, so I write a program hello.java. Okay, So in hello.java and I run it, if I run it, program like java space hello and then space, let us say I write Sumit. Okay, so this Sumit is a command line argument which is passed to this program hello.java. यहाँ तक समझ में आया आप लोगों के? Then
Yes, sir.
Sumit is the command line argument which is passed to hello.java program. Okay, to access the command line arguments, we use the indexing. So if I want to print the first argument, so how can I print? I can print system.out.println and let us say args of 0. So what will be the output? Output will be Sumit. So basically क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पर, if I want to pass the command line argument to my program, मुझे क्या करना है, while running, so java space class name is the command to run my java program, and then after space I give the command line arguments. So अगर मेरी एक ही command line argument है, then I will pass only single argument. If I have two arguments, let us say, so again I will provide it by separating with the space. So यहाँ पर मैंने first argument दी, that is Sumit. Then again next argument will be separated with the space. So first argument is Sumit, next argument is Khatri, right? So the Sumit is a first command line argument and Khatri is a second command line argument. So if I again write system.out.println args of 1, what should be the output? Args of 1, what should be the output? Anyone? What should be the output? Yes.
Khatri.
So the output will be Khatri. Okay. So shall we see one program regarding this to demonstrate this particular concept? Shall we see one program on the command line argument? Okay. So let us say name of the program is, let us say, command demo dot java. Okay, so let us say class command demo, and here ओके, यहाँ तक तो क्लियर है ना? अब मुझे क्या करना है, सिंपली जो भी कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट्स मिली है वो सारी की सारी मुझे प्रिंट करना है. ओके, सो मुझे बताइए, इफ आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी आर्ग्यूमेंट्स आई एम रिसीविंग, सो व्हाट शुड आई डू नाउ? एनीवन? I don't know how many arguments I am receiving. So how to get the length of arguments that I have received through command? How to get it? How to get
length dot
args dot length? Okay, so I can get the number of using args dot length. So in this case, in this particular program, this hello.java, if I call let us say n is equal to so what will be the value of n? What will be the value of n in this case? What will be the value of n? Are you listening to me or not? What will be the value of args.length if I run the program like this, java space hello space Sumit space Khatri? What will be the value of n? n is equal to args dot length. n की वैल्यू क्या रहेगी? 2. इतना टाइम क्यों लग रहा है? बाकी लोग सुन नहीं रहे क्या? No one is responding. Very few answers I got. See, I don't know whether you guys are listening to me or not. Now people are responding. Please make it a two-way, right? It should not be monotonous. Otherwise what will happen is you will just put me and like आप बस हेडफोन लगा के कहीं और कुछ काम करते होगे और आई डोंट नो व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, बट प्लीज़ लिसन टू माय लेक्चर. ओके, एंड अगर मैं क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ यू कैन रिप्लाई इन चैट बॉक्स और थ्रू दी वॉइस ऑल्सो यू कैन रिप्लाई, बट प्लीज़ रिप्लाई. आपके रिस्पॉन्स के बगैर मैं पढ़ा नहीं पाऊँगा. यू डोंट नो, इट इज़ वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट to teach if students are not in front of us. Okay, am I not audible? Am I audible?
audible
And,
audible.
Yes,
what
sir.
about my screen? Screen is visible?
Yes sir, visible.
So just wait. So in this program what I will do is I will simply collect the command line arguments and display it on the screen. Okay, so or what I can do is I can just display all the command line arguments that I have received on a separate line. So to print the message on a separate line, what I should use? I should use println, right? So let us say system dot out dot println. यहाँ पर मुझे क्या पास करना है? args, but args is an array. I can't do like this. Every argument जो भी मुझे रिसीव हुई है I want to put it in a new line. So what I should do is I should access it using the index. So I can use the index I. Okay, but for this I have to traverse through the array. For traversing the array I can use the for loop. सो फॉर बताइए इंट I is equal to 0, I less than, what should be the statement here? Anyone? Or you can reply in the chat box.
Args dot
length. Okay. So args dot length I plus plus. Okay. So here I am just displaying whatever I have received through the command line argument. So let's try to run the program. So Java C, what is the name of the program? Program का नाम क्या है? Command demo dot java, right? command demo dot java. Now java space let us say I will pass one statement that this is a Java programming class. So if you see this is a Java programming class. All these arguments, command line arguments, basically this is a single statement that we have passed. But what Java will consider is, it will consider each word, or I can say in a string which is separated by the space, is a single element for ARGS array. So ARGS of 0 will contain this, ARGS of 1 will contain is, ARGS of 2 will contain A, ARGS of 3 will contain Java, and so on. Okay, so let's see whether it will print this particular message word by word on a separate line. Okay, so if I hit enter, you can see the output. So this is printed on the line number 1, is printed on the second line, A is printed on the third line, and so on. Okay, so this is how I can access the command line arguments, or we can say I can access the command line arguments and deal with them. So यहाँ पर once I have caught the command line arguments, I can write a logic to process that particular command. और let us say आपको क्वेश्चन पूछा गया कि write a program to calculate the length of the word that is being passed through command line. Okay, so this can be a question. तो इसमें क्या होगा कि आपको एक कमांड लाइन, एक वर्ड पास किया जाएगा, आपको उसकी लेंथ कैलकुलेट करके डिस्प्ले करना है. सो दिस कैन बी वन क्वेश्चन. अनदर क्वेश्चन कैन बी राइट अ जावा प्रोग्राम टू रिवर्स द वर्ड दैट इज बीइंग गिवन एज अ कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट टू योर प्रोग्राम. तो आपको क्या करना है, ARGS ऑफ 0 में जो भी आपको रिसीव हुआ उसका रिवर्स कैलकुलेट कर, उसका रिवर्स करना है, एंड यू हैव टू डिस्प्ले इट. So this is how you can write a logic. So how to reverse and all, we will see everything when we discuss about the strings. Okay, but as of now आपको इतना तो समझ में आया ना कि how to access the command line argument, how to read the command line argument. So this is a simple program to read the command line arguments in a Java. यहाँ तक समझ में आया सबको? यहाँ तक समझ में आया?
Yes sir.
Okay, so let us write a program. Okay, this will be the last program for today's session. Okay, so please be with me. I know time हो चुका है, but still एक last program लेते हैं, then we will stop. Okay, so write a program to take single digit number as a command line argument and display it in a word. Okay, so for example, if I run the program like this, Java space, let us say the program name is demo. Okay, so Java space demo, and if I pass 9 space 8 space 5 and then hit enter, so what should be the output? Output should be what? It should print like this. Is it visible to everyone?
Yes sir.
प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट समझ में आया सबके? प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट समझ में आया सबके?
Yes sir.
मुझे क्या करना है, एक ऐसा प्रोग्राम लिखना है जो कि इफ आई पास सिंगल डिजिट नंबर्स एज एन आर्ग्यूमेंट टू दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रोग्राम, it should convert those numbers into the words. Okay, so let us say if I pass 0, it should print 0. Okay, number colon and its word. Okay, so let us say I am writing a interactive program for first standard student who is just learning the digit and how to spell it. Okay, so 9 let us say. So to spell 9, I write NINE. So we want to write a interactive program for those people. So वो क्या करेंगे, they will pass the number, single digit number, and we will give the output of the spelling. और we can say अगर उन्होंने multiple numbers भी pass किए तो all these numbers should be converted into a word and should be displayed. Problem statement clear है सबको?
Yes.
Okay, so in this I will be using 2 to 3 concepts. First concept तो clear है कि I should use the command line argument. Okay, then I should also use the looping because I am dealing with the command line arguments. I don't know how many arguments are being passed. Okay, and third is
Yes sir.
I can use the switch case statement. I have to write all the 10 cases from 0 to 9. If the command line argument is 0, case 0, print 0, case 1, print 1, case 2, print 2, case 3, print 3, and so on. So one way is I can use the switch case, other way is I can use the nested if else statement. Or sorry, not nested, I can use the if else ladder. Okay, यहाँ तक समझ में आया? यहाँ तक समझ में आया आप लोगों के? मुझे ये प्रोग्राम लिखना है.
Yes sir.
तो फॉर राइटिंग दिस प्रोग्राम आई हैव टू यूज द कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट कंसेप्ट, देन फॉर लूप फॉर why I should use the for loop? For accessing the different command line arguments that are being passed. ठीक है, so for accessing multiple arguments I should use the for loop because I can access all the command line argument by using the for loop and the indexing, args of I. Okay, where I is the index value in the for loop. Okay, so for loop also I have to use. Then फॉर राइटिंग द लॉजिक में मुझे पहले कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट को रीड करना है. आफ्टर रीडिंग आई हैव टू एक्ट ऑन इट. व्हाट आई शुड एक्ट? आई शुड कन्वर्ट दिस नंबर इनटू अ वर्ड. Okay, so for converting One option is using the switch case. Another option is using the if-else ladder. Am I audible? I am audible, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
प्रोग्राम लिखे या आप लोग लिखोगे? प्रोग्राम लिखना है या नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में आप लोग मुझे लिख के भेजोगे एज एन असाइनमेंट? जस्ट लेट मी नो. If you want me to write the program, I have code available with me, I can explain it, or you can get it as an assignment and we can discuss it in the next lecture. Okay, so most of you are demanding it as an assignment, so I will put it as an assignment. So first thing, problem statement सबको clear है? Problem statement clear है? So problem statement क्या है आपका? आपको मल्टीपल कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट लेना है. द सिंगल डिजिट नंबर यानी टेक मल्टीपल सिंगल डिजिट नंबर्स. ओके, मल्टीपल मीन्स व्हाट? वन और मोर. ओके, यू कैन टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ दिस टू गेट द असाइनमेंट, बिकॉज मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, यहाँ पर लिख रहा हूँ और उसे मिटा भी रहा हूँ, तो आई एम नॉट सेविंग द थिंग्स. So you can take the screenshot so that, okay, so write a program to take multiple single digit numbers as argument, okay, as the command line arguments, and display it or display them in a word इन द फॉलोइंग वे. ओके, सो आपको क्या करना है, कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट क्या है वो भी डिस्प्ले करना है, उसके आगे कोलन लिखना है, एंड देन उसके आगे उसका व्हाट इज द वर्ड. ओके, सो हियर यू हैव टू राइट द कमांड लाइन आर्ग्यूमेंट आल्सो. ओके, सो दोज हु आर नॉट हैविंग जावा they can simply write it in a word and send it to me. Okay, it doesn't matter, but you have to, or you can write it in your notebook, scan it and send it to me. Okay, that I think would be the best way. आप नोटबुक में लिखिए कोड, उसका स्नैप लीजिए एंड देन सेंड इट. डू नॉट सेंड टू मी इन अ पर्सनल कॉन्टेक्ट, सेंड इट इन अ ग्रुप. ओके, सो दैट जिनको नहीं पता वो भी उस प्रोग्राम को रीड करके समझ के वो भी उसे लिख सकेंगे. सो कॉपी पेस्ट इज अलाउड, बट द थिंग इज व्हाइल पेस्टिंग यू राइट इट बाय योर ओन. ओके, सो जिसको पता है दे कैन पोस्ट इट एंड अदर में रीड द प्रोग्राम वट एवर योर फ्रेंड हैज रिटन, एंड देन यू कैन understand and you can write by your own and post it again. Okay, so this is the assignment for next lecture. और एक announcement मुझे करना है that this week I would be busy in short term training program. I am the co-coordinator of that training, so I won't be able to engage your lectures in weekdays, but our next lecture will be on the 23rd. Okay, that falls on the Sunday. Okay, so ये coming week में हमारा lecture नहीं हो पाएगा. From 17 to 22 I am busy in short term training program because I am the co-coordinator, so I have to be there. So we will engage the next lecture, whatever is left, और जो 2 hours का जो session है that we will cover on the next Sunday, that is on 23rd. I will communicate the timing also. Okay, so let me take the attendance, then we can, I think some people have already left. Okay, so fine, so I got the attendance and you may leave now. Okay, thank you so much for attending this session. Okay. If any doubt, you can always ask in the group. Okay. Thank you.